Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is a bit more healing from toxic love. And I actually came across this book in one of those little libraries, those little free libraries. And it stood out to me, and I knew that I needed to do a ceremony on that, but I wasn't sure about the timing and put it aside. And then as I was like getting stuff ready, well, basically like putting the different signs together, I knew it had to go into this one. So basically a continuation from the last topic a bit. This sort of yellowish stain on the metal tray comes from burning the cord. That instead of cutting, I burnt it. And the part that burned, that basically turned into ashes, was sitting here. And when I removed it, it left behind this sort of yellowish stain. So there's definitely something about the solar plexus that still needs more healing. And then I came across these two pieces of chain that I was going to throw out. I had shortened something and just put them aside in the moment. And then I realized, okay, this is actually representative of the chains that we have cut. So this is absolutely perfect. But those energies keep trying to come back in again. And I suddenly found a piece of green wax. So like past healing for the heart. And another yellow, green, I was going to say yellow. Another green cord that's for the heart. So again, the heart connection. Now, this is a really interesting one. So this is a piece of beef bone that I've had for a while, from a while ago when I made some soup. And I thought it was such an unusual piece because it looks like two pieces of bone that are, sorry, I was too far over. So it looks like two pieces of bone that are joined together here, right? So it's like they cut it right at the joint. See? Wait, let me see if I can, if it focuses properly. But here you can definitely see it, even if it's not super focused. But yesterday, that actually broke open, and the inside did not look like what I expected. I thought it was more sort of like a roundish thing with cartilage, kind of how, you know, joints I thought would look like, but it didn't. And what popped into my head was being disjointed. So it's like the connection is broken. There is no more connection, right? Which actually ties in beautifully with the broken ties, right? But again, since a lot of those energies are still sort of staining us here, see, like represented by that, there's a bit more healing that we gotta do. And I feel that when we look at the love story of Romeo and Juliet, it's this toxic love that's intoxicating in the beginning. But would they have stayed happy if they had been together for 50 or 70 or 80 years? Who knows, right? But it is definitely the kind of codependent love where they identified themselves through the other person. They found happiness through the other person, not within themselves. And the most important aspect is that they felt they couldn't live without each other. And that is pretty much the definition of toxic love, because everyone can live without their love partner if things end, if things don't go a certain way, and so on. And they were fine before, right? If we're healed enough and strong and centered and secured within ourselves, of course we can live without the other person. Do we want to? That's a different story, but we can. But the toxicity is in that clingy, codependent type of love. And especially, sorry, I feel, yeah, I felt a sneeze coming on, excuse me. Especially, now I lost my train of thought. Oh yes, if we translate that into modern times where people may have just split up or separated rather than, all the drama of death that was in that story, then some of the remnants of that would be that, let's say, if the two people split, one or both of them may feel that the other person doesn't have a right to be happy again, right? They don't have a right to live again and be happy again, right? So it's like they want them kind of dead while still being alive. And that is the kind of energy that I know I was still getting from that one ex, and that I know quite a few of you are also dealing with, where that person really wished harm on you, us, however, well, in your case, you, right? So we want to make sure that we heal every aspect of it. And since I've had some more interference today, I know that they're trying to come in again, right? So it may take a while, but bit by bit, we're going to get it, right? So sometimes, especially when it goes back to ancient times, like ancient Egypt, but it could also be like from any other of those ancient civilizations, right? Some of that stuff is very, very strong and embedded, and especially if there was, let's say, black magic used back then on the soul, then that's pretty heavy duty stuff that our soul still needs to heal from in this lifetime, right? And until that's fully done, we're going to keep reincarnating with the same dynamic, with the same soul that we had the issue with back then. Okay, I think that's about it. I'm not tying the green cord around anything because this candle is continuing to burn for us, right? And we've already done so many cord cuttings that I will simply just cut this open. Oh, you know what? I'm going to untie it today. See, I have the scissors here, but I feel like I need to do something differently. So I'm going to untie it and then cut it into small pieces. Thank you, spirits. Okay, so let's smudge and get started. Oops. Please cleanse, clear, and renew all of our energies and reconnect us to the pure divinity within us and all around us. And burn away and transmute any and all energies that aren't of the pure divine love light energy. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. All right. Dear Creator, higher power, source, and soul energy, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth, spirits of our ancestors. Oh wait, I said that already. Wow, I'm spacing out, which I don't usually do. So let me start again, sorry. So there's definitely still some more interference happening. Okay, once more. Excuse me. Dear Creator, higher power, source, and soul energy, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth, powers of all four directions, powers of the east, powers of the south, powers of the west, powers of the north, powers of all four elements, air, earth, fire, and water, and all other benevolent powers, forces, spirits, and beings of the universe that are of the light, and especially the great spirit of the dragon, or like the dragon collective that is of the light. Please join the ceremony and assist the healings, prayers, and protection with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. Oh. Okay, let those chains that have been broken be fully and completely done, and let us and that person that we were karmically chained to for many lifetimes, let us be fully and completely separated from them and them from us in all aspects, and let this toxic love connection where they feel the right to own the other person, and where the other person doesn't have the right to have a life again after the relationship, and doesn't have a right to be happy again and love again, be happy, enjoy life again. All that toxicity and that toxic love pattern shall now and forever be done, severed, finished, and removed, and all those soul fragments, vows and soul contracts shall be removed. Thank you. Sorry. I had like 2 aha moments here. So all the soul fragments that we have from this other toxic person shall be removed from us and returned to them. Return to sender, access denied, instant karma, and love and light. And so it is, all my relations. And the same thing, we are calling back all of our lost and stolen soul fragments from that person that felt they had the right of ownership over the rest of our lives, and that they had the right to prevent any kind of happiness in love connections. They felt they had the right to stop us from moving on, from being happy again. So I call back all of our soul fragments, all of our power, all of our happiness, our joy, our love energy, everything that we have given that person freely, willingly, and subconsciously, as well as what they have taken and siphoned from us. I call it all back. We call it all back. We take it back. It is ours, and we send them back all of their stuff. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. So any and all connection that they've had to our heart, any karmic bonds, shall now and forever be untied. So there are no more ties. It is open and done. And I will cut this up into small pieces, trying to do like halves and quarters and eighths. Maybe 16ths. That should be good enough after that. Okay. Ha. Okay. Whole bunch of pieces. That's it. And the unhealthy joint connection is now, it already broke open. And the wounds on both shall heal. Us as well as them shall heal from the emotional wounds of this toxic connection, this toxic relationship that we've had. And this, yes, this I'm gonna scrape off. There shall be no more remnants. Spit always works. There shall be no more remnants of this yellow toxic stuff. Whew. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. If you'd like to stay in these energies a bit longer, please pause the video. For the rest of us, let the ceremony now be finished. And please open the circle of protection around us and accept our love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings. We're so grateful for all the help you spirit guides are giving us. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. And so it is. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, for being a part of this ceremony, and for being on your own healing and ascension journey. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And I'm also sending you tons of love, light, and blessings. Be well until next time, and I wish you great abundance. Bye.